Facebook killer dead and our city's 15 minutes of infamy over, a lot of people are ready to move on.
Yeah, but the big question, though, what does that look like? And today, News 5's Leon Bibb spoke with our mayor and police chief about this awful crime and how we all are supposed to move forward, Leon.
For some, move forward as best one can. Mayor Frank Jackson and Police Chief Calvin Williams not only spoke of this emotional case which has gripped this city, but also the nation as well. They also spoke of violence in general.
It is the story which firmly held Cleveland in its grasp. What the killer did resonated not only in this city, but throughout this region of the country, even beyond.
There's something about the loss of innocence and the kind of tragedy that really touches everyone.
Cleveland Mayor Frank Jackson commenting on the Easter Sunday murder at random of Robert Godwin Sr. At Cleveland City Hall, Mayor Jackson and Cleveland Police Chief Calvin Williams spoke on the murder and the manhunt which followed for Steve Stevens. The mayor spoke on this murder and violence in general.
When you culturalize violence and you use violence as a legitimate means of conflict resolution, and you put guns in the hands of people, you're going to have problems.
Mentioned also was the murder of Mr. Godwin posted on Facebook by the man who pulled the trigger, setting in motion a nationwide manhunt.
Well, our hope is that people really start to look at the social media aspect of it and what happens on that.
Mayor Jackson and Police Chief Williams said they wanted to bring some kind of closure to a story which will not close. It still bleeds the heart of the community and strikes even harder the Godwin family. Even with the suicide of Facebook killer Stevens, the police case is not over. Questions swirl around what prompted Stevens' random murder and what did Stevens do in his run from the law.
The reasons aren't that clear, so we still have to look at that. I think people are more concerned with exactly where Steve was for those past 40 plus hours. So we're in the process of working with the Pennsylvania State Police to try to determine that.
The mayor spoke of statements of forgiveness of the killer, which came from Mr. Godwin's family. Jackson said although criminals must face a legal justice system, of the Godwin family, he said there was a spiritual lesson.
It was a teaching moment for all of us as to how to really handle the kind of tragedy and the sorrow that was inflicted upon them.
There was a thanks to news media for information broadcast and published to bring in community's eyes in the manhunt. A time of full community partnership, they said, and perhaps a lesson learned here too.
The only way to solve a lot of what's going on in this city is by the community being involved, being engaged, caring enough to pick up the phone and make a phone call.
Case in point, it was a 911 call from inside a McDonald's restaurant in Erie, Pennsylvania, where Stevens made a drive-through order. An alert drive-through employee saw what the nation had been looking for. The call brought police. Mayor Jackson and Chief Williams praised the partnership of people and police working together to end the manhunt by finding a murderer. Leon Bibb, News 5.
All right, thank you, Leon.